So I'm not transgender right now, but I am thinking about it. So I might be a translator. I'm actually kind of odd. I'm odd like an 8-ball. I'm even black. I'm even black. I got this odd problem I'm trying to figure out. So there's 3 planes that depart from a Boston airport within a 20-minute window and collide with a building each. Now, if X represents the plane that hit the Pentagon, I'm trying to solve for why the government won't show me the footage. It's 20 years, still figuring it out, you know? Thank you. Thank you very much.
58 seconds from Alex Tarchoon. Am I saying that correctly? Tarchoon?
Tarchoon.
Tarchoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what ethnicity are you exactly?
I'm African and Italian.
Wow.
A lot of Sicilian in there, too.
Okay. All right. African and Italian.
That's the accent the last guy was doing. It was great.
What do you mean?
Sausage.
A sausage.
Sausage.
Sausage. Alex, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
About 11 years.
Wow. 11 years. Where at?
Mostly New York.
Okay.
A little bit of Portland. Didn't work out well.
Right. Okay. How did you end up in New York? Is that where you're from?
Oh, yeah. I'm from Westchester.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And do you live here now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What made you move here?
This, baby.
Okay, baby. Jesus Christ.
It's those eyes, dude.
It's just the old emerald eyes of Tony Hinchcliffe. That's my new nickname, Emerald Eyes. Okay, look at you. I mean, holy shit. You look like you would be the first pick in the Garbage Man draft. It is just incredible what's happening here.
Well, you know what? I've been trying to sign up for a while, and I keep trying different things. Like, I actually just gave up on socks completely.
Hold on a second. I'm going to need a second here, everybody. So you're saying that you've been signing up for the show for a while, and you haven't been getting pulled randomly out of the bucket.
Yeah.
And you think that doing different things, for example, not wearing socks, would help make you lucky enough to get pulled out of the bucket.
Well, I kept wearing pants and like clothes and stuff, and I was like, you know what? It's not working.
You can't argue with results. This man is here.
Yeah,
the system works.
Woo.
There's going to be fucking 65 people that stop wearing socks next week because of this fucking moment right here. Wow. What are some other things that you did to help your life? How many weeks have you signed up? This is a question that I always wanted to ask people more. I should do that.
It's been about like 20 months.
20 months in a row.
Yeah.
And every Monday you sign up and you don't get pulled out of the bucket. And then this is the first week that you go, what do I
Pretty
the
sweet.
fuck can I do to get out of there? I'm going to stop wearing socks and look at you now. Wow. Do you always wear the do-rag on your head?
Yeah, usually I like to wear a hat for like that big like I'm black reveal. You know? But
We can see your hair.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
It is incredible because you don't really seem black or Italian. I guess when blacks and Italians mate, it just comes out Persian prince or something like that.
His smoke detector just goes off whenever he makes spaghetti.
I'm actually second generation inbred.
Explain to us exactly what you mean.
All right, so I don't know if you can see it from here, but I got this mini pinky.
Oh, yes. We can definitely...
I got one of the minis.
I'm going to warn people before that happens.
D. Madness saw that little pinky. That is unbelievable. That is the most random thing to say. He's like, well, I don't know if you could see it from there, but I have a very tiny pinky. It's like a blatant thing. Anybody from any distance can notice that you have a shockingly small pinky. That is amazing. Yeah. I love the presentation of your small pinky, and you're saying that this is because family members above you, your ancestors, were fucking one another?
Yeah, so like my dad's parents were related, but like not my parents.
Is that like the black or the Italian side?
No, on the black side.
What?
Baking soda!
What?
Well, technically, most Sicilians are kind of, because it's an island. So it's a lot of, my only problem is the pinky. Trust me, it's just the pinky.
Very suspicious. I don't think anyone's believing that. Now that you say it, no one's believing it. So do you have brothers and sisters?
4. 3 brothers, 1 sister. I think I got 8 dogs, too.
Do they have some things wrong with them?
My younger brother's on steroids.
That's not.
He's trying to grow his pinky.
Do they have anything wrong with them? Just one's on steroids? What is he doing? Why is he on steroids?
Well, he's got like body dysmorphia.
Uh-huh.
And he thinks that's gonna win his girlfriend back or something.
Ooh, wow. That is a ruthless thing to say on this show. Do you and your brother not get along?
No, we're good friends.
Okay. Hell yeah.
You got anything you'd like to say about people you don't like? Sorry.
I got my best friend's Adam J. and then Andrew Garino. Just want to shout him out. Love those guys.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Don't do that. We're going to bleep those out.
I promised them.
Because we bleep facts on this show now. It's a full, what are we at, 7? 9 if we count your little buddies. All right. Alex Tashoon.
I got 8 dogs, too.
You have 8 dogs?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What?
Well,
What? You live here?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah.
And you have 8 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all outside?
No, they're indoors.
You have 8 indoor dogs. Okay.
If you want to get rid of them and you have them, I know a farmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That is true. Tommy Tickles, you just inherited 8 new dogs. Why do you have 8 dogs? Explain to us how this happens.
So the crazy thing is I just left my 2 dogs alone for a while. And then they just I thought my little dog was just getting fat.
Do
So
they
I
all,
was
do the new dogs, do they all have tiny pinkies?
No, they're great, though. They're cool. They're really sweet.
So you left your 2 dogs alone, unneutered, unspayed. They fucked.
Yep.
Did some of the puppies die?
No, I got all of them, all 6.
Wow. So now, how long ago did that happen?
About almost 7 weeks.
7 weeks. So you have 7-week-old puppies?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Are you trying? You're just keeping them?
Yeah.
You're gonna keep them.
So I have to get emotional service, it's like a doctor's note for 8 dogs because you can't have more than 5 dogs in Austin.
So you...
Go ahead, James McCain.
What, you're going to try and take 8 emotional support dogs on a jet? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Have you seen this guy's pinky? He needs them.
He's got to nibble down the rest of the fingers with wild dogs. Wait, you need the government to approve having more than 5 dogs.
Yeah, or you need to have a
Trump's
barn.
gonna ship these things to El Salvador. That's what's going on. This is a new era we're living in, buddy. No breaking the rules with this new federal government. What kind of dogs are they?
It's mostly pit bull.
So,
All right, that's the black side.
that is.
I know what he's doing with these 8 dogs, okay?
So you're teaching them how to fight?
Well, one of them bit the other one's tail today. So apparently something called littermate syndrome, where they're just automatically going to start fighting. Because you're not normally people don't keep their dogs together like that. So
You don't even need to train them. Look at that.
You start filming it for TikTok. You make the ultimate fighter, but for dogs. You see which one's got some fight in it. That's the one you keep. You send the rest to the farm. Are you proud of the one that bit the other one? Is that your favorite one now?
my favorite one's Porky.
Okay.
Why
His
is
wife.
Porky your favorite?
Porky was the only brown one. Everyone else is black. You know.
Okay. Some weird racism. I guess you can get away with it. 50% of the time.
Yeah, it's the hard part about my blackness is nobody believes me.
Right. I
So-
agree. I could see why.
Yeah.
It makes sense. What do you do for work?
I do Jet's pizza delivery on South Lamar.
Wow, you were expecting the crowd to go wild. Red Band, you've tried this pizza? Our senior pizza?
It's my favorite pizza.
Really?
It's really good. Yeah.
Wow.
You got to get the crust with all the shit on it. What's
Oh.
We're
hell yeah.
we're giving away free pizzas.
How
Just
are you
gotta-
doing that? Explain to us what.
I talked to my boss. He said if I got on, we could give away free pizzas.
Okay. What's the normally when someone comes up with a promotion plan like that, they would say where or when the free pizzas would happen.
You just
If you
gotta-
don't wear socks,
Just show up to South Lamar Jets Pizza and ask for a big win.
Is that you?
That's my boss, Mr. Win.
Wow. Now, what do you think this guy's going to do when he gets absolutely overwhelmed with people saying, hey, I'm here from the Kill Tony guy. He said that I'd get a free pizza. What do you think's going to happen?
I'm just hoping for a big delivery, a lot of tips.
Hell yeah. By tip, you mean to your finger?
Personally, I'm going off the rails. I'm losing it.
You're doing just fine. You're doing great.
On paper,
James.
you are the best interviewee ever.
Yeah, you're doing great.
You're a black Italian cripple with too many dogs.
It's true. I take the stats here. I got it written down here. Tarshoon. I spelled it. I misspelled it how it's pronounced. 11 years, African Italian, New York, Westchester, Little Pinky.
Product of incest. I mean, you're ticking a lot of boxes.
8 dogs. So here's a big question for you. All right, I specialize in different cultures and stereotypes. That's my bread and butter. And now I happen to know for a fact a half black, half Italian is someone that loves women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You do.
The problem.
It's a problem. Let's talk about that problem. Go ahead. Tell us why it's a problem, how it's a problem, some things that have come up in your life. You have 8 dogs that you're living with, and you want pussy all the time.
Yep, absolutely.
So tell the people what it's like.
So basically, I've come to a conclusion that basically women, they all say they're different, but they all sound the same. So that's why I've only been going after deaf women. You know what I mean?
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. That's some black belt Jedi level shit. So explain to us where you're finding these deaf women at.
So basically, I was at rock bottom one day.
Uh-huh.
Which is not far from right now, actually.
Wait, okay. I thought you were talking about the bar or a restaurant for a second.
So I was like...
So what, before we move on, why were you at rock bottom?
So I fell on my knee on the sidewalk, and it got infected, and the infection went to my face.
Okay. It was a staph infection?
It was I don't know. It was I was on antibiotics. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was actually pretty bad.
Sickle cell.
Okay. How did it get to your... What did it do to your face?
It started getting all red and puffy.
Okay. And how long was it after the fall on the knee in which
the fall on the knee, I didn't know because it was such a big collision and it got cellulose or cellulitis or something like that, it was deep infection.
So how many days after the fall on the knee did your face start getting puffy?
About a week.
Okay. So you were at rock bottom. They gave you antibiotics, right?
Yeah, I just had my car got stolen because I was living in Portland.
Oh, Portland. That's come up a few times tonight.
And
Portland.
I was limping to go get some free food from the pantry. And all of a sudden, there's this beautiful woman, and she's holding, this is a true story, she's holding a pile of money in her hands. And she just goes, do you want any money?
This is the greatest show ever invented. There's nothing like this fucking show. Just to let you know. Every other show in the fucking world, the people are vetted. The podcast host knows who they're talking to that day. Every other fucking, not to mention television show, everything we were raised on, they know what questions they're going to ask. The other person knows what the fucking answer is. They try to make it look natural. Sure. This show is so different. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? A deaf woman with a pile of cash. And she sent it. That sounded accurate. That sounded like a deaf woman.
Yeah.
So you're next to her, and what do you say to that?
I said, a couple things. I was you kind of caught me at a bad time.
You told her that?
Yeah, it's not a great time for me. But I said one day I'm going to be on TV. When you see me on TV, you give me a call. And she said, okay, bye. See you on TV.
You gave her your number?
Nope.
Well, how would she give you a call?
Well, I was hoping she'd see me on TV.
He's gonna get famous and Death Jammer in the ass.
Well, I figured while I'm getting through my phase of having no money and 8 dogs, I'd get to the point where I could finally have a relationship. You know what I mean? Now's not a good time for it. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a knee injury that infects the face, and you go home to your house with no money and 8 dogs, and you go, One Day Love.
Yeah.
This is...
You don't find a lot of women like that.
No, you don't. Ever. No one ever has. No one has ever seen a deaf woman with a pile of cash
I'm going for it.
asking to give it out.
It's
Did you,
starting to sound like a 3-year-old grown up and tells a story. You know, when kids are like, and then there was an apple, and the apple talked to me, and then I fell on my knee, and the knee hurt my face, and there was a woman, and she couldn't hear, and she gave me money. But I walked away. I went home. I had 8 dogs at that house. I love you. You're the best quality person I've ever met.
Hey, thank you.
Especially great person for the blood that runs through your veins. I mean, Italians are real pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. Guess that was too much. All right. God,
I thought you were talking about being inbred. I didn't even know you were talking about anything Italian.
Okay. Thank you, Red Band, for all the help that you provide over here. 16 minutes into this interview,
Real?
I still feel like I haven't gotten enough.
Well, it's nice meeting y'all.
Oh, you're so sweet. This fucking guy. You're unbelievable.
He's got to go. He has 8 dogs.
So this deaf woman changed your life to the point to where you are now into deaf women, but you didn't do anything with her.
No, basically, like, and I thought for myself, like, same day I was like, well, like, because she was like offering me money, and I was like, this is pretty sweet. And then like later on, I'm walking to the grocery store, like, and I sit down, and like some other woman like offers me money, and I was like, well, it wasn't the same because like she thought I was homeless, and I was like, all right, so like it's not just that she was offering me money, you know.
Did you take the money?
No, and also she was black too, so I wasn't really feeling it. You know?
You're not into black women?
No, not really.
Not really.
Not
Have you
really.
been with the black woman?
Yeah, one time.
What did you not? What was it that stood out to you?
She had a really nice afro. I thought she was pretty, but she also had like some kind of like I ended up like kind of getting sick afterwards. Like she
Tell us about that. What kind of sick did you get from the black woman?
Oh, like,
You might be the greatest interview in the history of the show. So honest.
so like
Putting on a
basically,
clinic.
it was basically like a couple hours into this, and like my air mattress was already mostly deflated. And she just starts coughing, and I'm like, "You all right?" And she's like, "No, I'm kind of getting over something," and I'm like, "Geez, I'm kind of getting over something." And then all of a sudden, like I was just sick for like another week. Oh, this sucks. So that was it.
Wow.
And then there was one. Everyone has one giant fat black lady off Craigslist, but that doesn't count.
Wait, she was off Craigslist?
No, I mean it doesn't really count.
Where did
that
you
way.
meet her at?
Well, I met her at I met her at her house. You got to understand, it was Albany. It was Albany. I didn't have a chance.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I asked. Oh God. Oh, I asked if you see. I asked if you found her on Craigslist, and you said no. Right?
Well, yeah, but I found her on Craigslist, but then I met her at her house.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't find her. Okay. So you did find her on Craigslist,
Yeah.
and then your first time meeting her physically was at her house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you got sick.
Yeah.
And that kind of turned you off from black women.
Yeah, and the thing is, I got sick even though we also did it in the shower. It didn't help at all.
You did it in the shower.
Yeah.
What made you guys do it in the shower? You
I
both
thought,
have
like-
voluptuous hair. You said that she had an afro. You have what appears to be a.
Well, we started in
throwback.
the shower. We moved over to the air mattress, and to be perfectly honest, you
Oh, here we go. Here he goes. He's loaded up, and here it comes. To be perfectly honest.
well, it was well, I mean, I don't know if I can make this any worse.
You're doing just fine, buddy.
We kind of filmed it.
Hold on. You just met her.
Yeah.
It started in the shower. You're both getting over something.
Uh-huh.
What made you guys film it? Whose
Well, 'cause
idea
the
was
thing,
that?
I was living in Albany. It was over the summer, so like nobody was there. And
Upstate New York.
Yeah, and I knew I was going to need something for later. You know what I mean?
So you asked her permission to film?
Yes.
Wait a second. There's a little pause. A little big smile there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this was at her house, so you couldn't
No,
have
it's at
set
my
up-
house. We went back to my house.
You met her at her house, and
Yep.
then you took her back to your house? Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, I mean, that's kind of where I live.
But you were at her house.
Yeah.
You had sex at her house.
Nope.
No, you just met her at her house.
Mm-hmm.
Did you immediately take her in your car to your house?
I didn't have a
You guys
car,
hung out? Oh, you didn't have a car. How did you guys get from her house to your house?
Just walked right home.
You walked.
Yep.
How far of a walk was that?
I don't know, about like 3/4 of a mile, something like that.
Wow, so not far.
Yeah, not far. 2 blocks, something like that. You know, not bad.
No, there's a big difference between 2 blocks, 3/4 of a mile. Okay, this has gone way too far. I've been informed by Red Band that it's gone 21 minutes, this interview.
Hey.
And I don't remember anything about the minute at all, but I'll tell you, you are an unbelievable fucking interview. You
Thank you very
sign up
much.
next time. I don't want you to ever wear fucking socks again. You hear
I
me?
won't, bro.
I'm going to try to get you out of this bucket again. There he goes. Alex Tarshoon. Wow. You know Alex?
Yeah, he has a crippling gambling addiction, and I hang out with
Get Alex back up here. Get Alex back up here. He's such a... What else about Alex? Tell us more about Alex Tarshoon. I'm just going to interview people.
Did he
asking
tell you
about
guys
Alex.
about his cartoon he made?
Oh, my
No, he did not.
God.
Maybe the most racist piece of animation I've ever seen. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty much Ed, Edd, and Eddy with a lot more N-words in it. It's fantastic, but it's hard to watch. I love it.
Wow. And this
Yeah.
is like a comic book?
No, it's like full on, like he drew out the cartoon, like not by hand, but digitally, and then made it into
So
a
it's-
thing. Took him months.
Do you remember the plot line or anything like that?
It was pretty much, I swear to God, it's just pure racism, most of it. Like, that was pretty much the plot line was Ed, Edd, and Eddy, but they're black.
Okay.
It's called N, and Any.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, girl? What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. And then she'd be like, oh, that's not
Oh, my
how.
God.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
heterosexual?
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
There's only one thing to do right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back Alex Tarshoon, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, crowd goes wild. We're upgrading our Alexes. The fuck out of here. Alex Tarshoon, the world wants more of you. Since you were gone, since you've been gone, we learned that you have a crippling gambling addiction.
Oh yeah, who told you that?
Even Matt Mueling just gave a good, oh, fuck. Like, it's like, you are a geyser, my friend. You are just a flowing vat of natural material. Yeah, we heard about it. We heard about it from Cameron Frisk. You know Cameron?
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, you know Cameron. So tell us about this gambling problem.
Well, basically, I figured out right now it's all about the arbitraging.
It's all about the what?
So you just bet both sides. You automatically win like $1 or $2, and you just keep rolling it over.
But you're meant to do that with millions of dollars on either side, and you...
We're snowballing. We're snowballing.
Are you... Sorry.
I don't know what to fucking do with this guy. It's the greatest interview of all time.
You wanna hear a quick story about how I saved someone's life?
Yes. Yes.
So me and my first pit bull are walking down by the river, and I'm looking for my cell phone because I lost it, and it's nighttime, and I want to ask someone if I can call like my phone and their phone, but they don't want to do that because it's nighttime and stuff. So I see this one guy, and I want to ask him, but I don't. And then I'm walking by the river, and I see this body floating in the river, and I was like, oh my gosh! I run back to the guy. I'm like, hey, we got to call like the ambulance and stuff. Like, and he's like, all right. It's like he doesn't believe me necessarily. So we go back to the river. No one's there, but they float under the pier. So I'm like, it's like February and it's like really cold, and I'm like, she'd probably freeze her in there because she you know. So what I did was I took off all my clothes, and I just started going into the river, and it was the Hudson River. So I was kind of like, I've never been in here. I don't know how deep it is, but like So I just thought I get in there, and she must have been like at least 250, but like in the water, I could still move her. And like I'm getting her up on like the rocks and stuff. The guys help me get her up and stuff. And we get my dog on top, we're trying to warm her up. And then like the thing is though, is like when the fire department came and all the ambulance and stuff, like I was so proud to tell them like who I was and stuff. But the person who helped me, like he's like, my name is Vivian, and I'm like, whoa, like, cause like the only thing I wanted was like for like a hot chick to see this, and I'm like, bro, are you a hot chick though? And he was like, yeah, like I'm transgender, and he's like, yeah, I came to the river to kill myself too, but like this is my It's a Wonderful Life moment, so I'm not gonna do it. And I'm like, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Thank you.
Let's talk about this cartoon you made.
Oh, they told you? They told you about that. All right, so it's basically the black version of Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Keep going.
Okay. So, basically, it's called Nig, Nig, and Nigga. Thank you.
Keep going.
All right. So the episode 4 is my favorite because it has like a Buzz Lightyear, like, you remember like when Buzz Lightyear was Mrs. Nesbit?
Sure.
Everyone forgets about that, but I have this whole bit about like how like Buzz Lightyear comes back to see his friends and he's like just missing an arm, and he's like wearing like a girl hat and an apron, and then like all the characters like, we gotta like get out of here before Buzz infects us with his gay. Before we know it, we'll all have our arms out our socket wearing a lady hat, and you see like Mr. Potato Head like missing an arm, be like, hey boys, I've always been Mrs. Potato Head. You know?
Where can people find these cartoons at? Plug it.
So you gotta go to what the hell is my name?
Alex Tarshoon?
Yeah, but right now it's Purebred Retard on YouTube.
That's your name?
Yeah. Purebred, like the food.
Purebred retard. All one word? Are there
Yeah,
any underscores or anything?
Bread like the food.
Oh, bread like the food.
Yeah.
Purebred retard.
Yeah.
What made you go with bread like the food on that one? Was purebred retard regular taken?
Well, I used to be inbred retard, and then that got me in a lot of trouble, like on Instagram and stuff.
That's the part that you think got you in trouble? Not the retard part?
No. I'm pure.
The guy with the pinky stole that handle.
You know, for a long time I would Google like why do I have a mini pinky, but I didn't know how to spell pinky. Like I used to like do like P-I-N-K like Y or something like that, or I-E, or I don't remember, but like I can't really spell that well.
You spelled it wrong.
I couldn't spell pinky for a long time.
You're a bad speller?
Yeah.
How bad do you think you are? Pretty bad?
I'm more of a math guy.
More of a math guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good at math?
Yeah, I do okay.
Wow, we found,
Yeah, I did that one. That's me.
we found the cartoon. This is incredible.
I drew all that. Yeah,
A Tarshoon cartoon.
Yeah, that's good.
It really is. It is. For those of you wondering what the spelling of this cartoon is, it is N-I-G, comma, N-I-G-G, N, N-I-G-G-A.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'm allowed to spell that word. We'll see. We'll see. But it is a real cartoon. Wow. I definitely can't say it, but I think I'm allowed to spell it.
Thank you.
Wow. How many of these have you made?
I got 4 right now, working on part 5.
Hell yeah. Incredible. Even your even the 20th most interesting things about you are so interesting.
Hey, you want to see the Feast des Resistance?
The what?
You want to see the best part?
Yeah.
Look at my shoe. Look at my shoe. Ready?
What? What is your shoe broken?
Yeah.
What size shoe do you wear?
10.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
My shoes would be a little too big on you. I was going to give you my shoes.
Someone's
take
got
them.
a size 10 in here. Come on.
Who's got a good size 10? Anybody?
Someone give these men your shoes. Look.
Hold on. There's a guy in a Hawaiian shirt standing up. There he goes. I think he's... Oh, he's leaving, everybody. He's leaving. Okay. You got a size 10? No, 12's not going to work. No, he's going to get an infection in his face. You got a pair of 10s?
Shoes. Yeah.
Yes.
Throw them up here. Throw them
Bring 'em up.
Throw them up here. Ew, wait, those look terrible. No, pass them back. Pass them back. He's better off. He's better off without. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an automatic minute next week.
Woo!
And I'm going to present a new pair of size 10 shoes to you.
Yeah.
A brand new pair.
Yes.
And we're going to go through another interview. This one lasted 10 minutes. You add that to the 21 before. That's 31 minutes. Technically, I do believe with the two combined, you do hold the record for the most interviewed person in the history of the
way.
show in a single night.
Hey, 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 yeah.
I already gave you a big joke book. There you go, Alex Tarshoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep it moving along. We realize that we haven't had a female comedian here tonight, so we're going to get one up.
And
Have you ever seen a half Italian, half Nutella before? Let me show you one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex Tarshoon, everybody. Oh, I don't know which one's more creeped out by the other right now. Having quite the standoff. She looks scared to death, by the way.
I don't know what's happening.
It's okay. This guy is one of the most interesting people in the history of the show.
You gotta be scared of 40% of me.
You only have to be scared of 40% of them. Have you ever seen anything like that on the streets of Melbourne?
No.
No. She looks genuinely frightened. I don't know if the cameras are picking it up. Alex, have you ever hung out with an Australian person before?
No, not yet.
Wow, look at this. Absolutely incredible. If you were going to take her on a date, where would you take Lisa Jane Spencer?
You ever been to Jets?
It's a pizza
don't know.
place on Lamar.
I do like pizza. Yeah.
You like pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Pretty good.
Man, we've got our very own Love on the Spectrum happening right here on Kill Time.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you like dogs?
What?
Do you like dogs?
Dogs. I love dogs.
What kind of do you like?
How many dogs do you love? What would be a reasonable number of dogs for a man to have?
Just one.
One. Oh, we got.
Oh, no.
I don't have a dog. I used to have a dog, but it died.
This man's got 8 dogs. I just want to let
He's
you.
got 8 dogs.
What, are you into anything weird sexually, like 2 in the pink, half in the stink?
This is very rude. He has a funny hand.
that
He has a
mini.
funny hand.
That nice little
He's
thing.
got a weird pinky.
Yeah.
She is scared to death, ladies and gentlemen. Again, when she faces you guys, she starts to smile and everything, but when she looks directly at him, there's a specific, ghostly look that comes over her face of concern.
It's true.
I wish we had, a reverse camera. I guess we can't really do it.
Lisa, I want you to know this is just what America's like. It's like
I
this
know.
every single day forever.
Yeah. I know. I was at that show last night. I've forgotten.
Alex, let me ask you a question. After you took her to Jet's Pizza, then what would you do with her?
I'll probably bring her to my van.
Australians love vans, dude.
I don't date van people.
It's,
No, he doesn't. Here's the twist: is that's just a great. Every question I ask him is brilliantly answered. He doesn't live in his van. He has his own place, 8 dogs and an air mattress. Look how proud! Look how proud he is. He loves his life.
He's about to get pussy, dude.
He's so cool. I'm buying him a new pair of shoes. I've never even done that before. 12 years we've been doing this show. I'm buying him fucking new kicks.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, he
I'll
definitely
buy
needs
you
them.
shoes.
Wow.
Alex,
Look at this.
What are you going to do? Skin the dogs? You've got no way to.
Look at this. You've heard of love at first sight. This is fear at first sight. A sweet little Australian who did N-word jokes, now looking at a half-pinkied inbred Nutella. Okay. Lisa, just because I'm in a good mood, I'm going to give you a big joke book. You don't really deserve it for any reason, but I'm just... Alex Tarshoon has brought me so much joy here tonight that you're leaving with a big joke book. How about one more time for Lisa Jane Spencer? And how about one more time, for the final time, Alex Tarshoon, everybody. Guy's been signing up for fucking ever. Over a year. Wow.